I'm at that age.
You're a princess.
What? I'm a princess.
Welcome to No Ordinary Friendship.
I'm Emily.
And I'm Teresa.
Let's catch up.
I'm going to bring it because I'm going to Hawaii.
Hello, listeners.
Episode 54.
Yes. And Teresa is going to Hawaii without me.
I know, but you don't want to come.
I do.
Yes, we're going to Maui in a couple of days. And a lot of people at work have been asking me, are you excited? You ready? And in my mind, I kind of compartmentalize it. And I don't know if other people do this too, but like that's not happening until everything at work is wrapped up. And then I can really focus my energy on packing and all of that for Hawaii Friday night.
I definitely start packing more than a night before.
Good.
With kids, especially.
Yeah.
I feel like I need to start like a week before.
Yeah.
But then the problem is if you like lay the suitcase out, usually we do it in the living room, they just get all into it and unpack everything for you. So you have to be strategic. Like you have to pack while they're not there, then zip it up and then pretend it's not being packed. Yeah. And then you have to like take it back out when they're sleeping and continue packing.
That was my concern actually, because I actually have to, it's almost like planting the seed a little bit for my husband to remind him, look, we gotta start packing. Because in my mind, I already have like a whole mental list of like everything that needs to happen. I put him in charge of the iPad. And I was like, you gotta make sure these are like ready to go on plane mode. You can't, because
you can't download on the plane.
No, you cannot. You cannot play things with Wi-Fi, or it just doesn't work as well. So he's like, I got it. But every single day when that doesn't happen, that task is not completed, I just keep thinking about it in my head.
Take it off her mental load.
No.
That's so funny. It just made me think of, I saw on TikTok, apparently there was a flight. There were two. I must have gotten served it because they're related. So first I saw a TikTok where they were like, this flight that was 8 hours long, I'm not sure, from maybe Europe to New York or something. There was apparently like a toddler, a 3-year-old, who they said cried the entire time. And people were just like, it was like hell. Like, because he just wouldn't stop. And I guess the mom said he had behavioral problems. Aww. It's very hard to tell like if he really did or if he was just like cranky or
uncomfortable. Yeah, maybe he had an ear infection.
Sick.
Yeah.
But apparently the mom, right when they got on, was like, is the Wi-Fi working? Because she needed to like get his videos on. So I'm like, or is he just a spoiled brat? Like, we don't know. Could be either side of the spectrum, right?
8 hours is a really long time to be continuously crying.
And some of the comments, which I agreed with, it was like, I couldn't even watch this whole 1.5 minute video of him crying. So I can't imagine 8 hours.
Aww.
And then I saw another TikTok where apparently they had to emergency land a plane because this man started yelling at a baby for crying.
What?
Like, it just, like, must have triggered him. Maybe he has behavioral issues.
For sure. Wait, from where to where? And how long was that flight?
I forget, but I think they had to land in Orlando. And he was a black man. He was like, if that baby was black, we wouldn't be having this conversation. People were like, no, it's because you're a man and he's a baby.
I don't even know how you get into
that baby's yelling. And people were like, yeah, it's a baby.
Wait, that is so ridiculous.
I know. And like he wouldn't, then when they landed, he like wouldn't get off the plane for a while. And he was just like very
This grown man?
A grown man. And I'm pretty sure it was like his wife next to him. Maybe, I'm not sure, because it felt like she was like, stop.
That is so embarrassing.
Yeah.
To be like, but the baby started it.
Yeah. It didn't feel like real life. Okay.
He's going through something.
Yeah.
He's going through something on his own.
I get it, though. Babies crying can be very triggering for people.
Okay, well, let's not put that energy out there.
No.
Okay?
You're going to have a very smooth flight. Just bring lots of snacks.
Lots of iPad screen time.
Yes.
I think we'll be fine. Yeah. I think it's a really good time that we're leaving. And, last time everybody was sick. So this time, everyone will be healthy.
Yes.
Knock on wood.
Manifesting that for you.
Thank you.
And you already got like all the sickness out of the way. So this is going to be like smooth sailing.
Okay, COVID is coming back with a vengeance.
I've heard.
It feels like, okay, I work for a remote company, but like a lot of people are getting COVID and yikes. Well,
and also like, are you testing?
So I think people test when they hear other people test. I think that is what triggers.
If someone they know got it and they were exposed, that's when they test. Because like If I get a cold these days, my first instinct is no longer to pull out a COVID test, especially if like I don't have a fever.
Yeah.
Every time I've had COVID, I've had a fever and chills. And so if I just have a cold, it doesn't occur to me like it must be COVID.
For sure. Yeah. I think if I've been sick for too long, I'll be like, is this COVID? I want to know.
Oh.
But I asked my coworker that recently, and she was like, honestly, I don't even know because this is my first time getting COVID. I was like, what?
Wow.
That is
She's like a unicorn.
some elite shit that you just pulled off there. But she said that it hit her so hard.
Oh, man.
And it was so sad. It was at a funeral. And so other people probably got infected as well.
A super spreader event.
Yeah.
When are we going to like not have to worry about COVID? Never?
Probably never. It seems like
It's
people
just
are
here
getting...
to stay.
Yeah, it's part of us now. It's one of us. It's like the flu shot. It's like a COVID booster shot now.
I haven't gotten a booster in a while, though.
Same.
Because, like, I think it was last summer I got it for the second time. And then I was like, okay, well, I don't need a booster for a while. And then it's been another year.
I don't even know.
We don't even hear about the boosters anymore.
Yeah, I think older people are getting it.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
If you're at risk,
And they
then
still-
it makes sense.
They still recommend it, kind of, at the pediatrician's office, but they really
Yeah.
also don't.
Yeah.
Like, they're really not pushing it.
No, not at all. Okay. We don't have a guess how much today, so we're going to jump right into pop culture. Have you been hearing about this Chase Bank glitch challenge?
Okay, I don't know about the challenge part, but I've been seeing the aftermath and all the fake crying that's been happening on social
Is it
media.
fake crying?
Okay, well, you tell me.
Well, I
Let me
just learned
know.
about it today, so I don't know much. But so apparently people have been posting about this glitch that they call it, but it's actually like just fraud.
Yes.
Where they write themselves a check and deposit it, and then they like withdraw the money before it gets rejected.
Yeah. So they have, typically it takes some time to make sure the funds are available.
Yeah.
But like you can withdraw immediately. I guess that was the quote unquote glitch.
And then, yeah, now people are getting in trouble, or they're like, they spent the money and they're seeing like a negative 10,000 balance on their bank account. But it's like, what did you think was going to happen? You can't write yourself a check for money you don't have.
Right. 100%. I think that is the crazy part. Like, you're not redeeming some McDonald's coupon or like a cheap flight. That's a glitch, on their website.
Yeah.
Like, this is straight up like fraud, like check
Yeah.
fraud. I don't know.
It just makes me feel worried that people are so dumb.
Yeah. Some of the comments were like, where do you even find a check? Like, I haven't seen a check since 2003.
It's so funny. I don't have a checkbook anymore. And Victor does. Thank goodness he's old school. But whenever we need to write a check, I'm like, can you write a check for me? And I feel like a very traditional housewife. And he's always like, I'm pretty sure you can sign it, like, because we have a joint account.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, but it says your name on the check.
Oh, it doesn't have both your names on it?
No, because they're just his old checks.
I mean,
from,
who
like,
even
almost
checks the
when-
signature?
I don't know.
We shouldn't talk about fraud on this podcast, but it feels like the checks are not all there.
Yeah.
But the fake crying I was referring to was people are like, I have no idea how this happened to me.
Oh, really?
And it's literally the day right after
They posted
Chase. Or like Chase has said like, they said they're going to like prosecute to the fullest. Like they're going to be.
I kind of hope they do.
Yeah, I think they might. Because they have records of every single person.
Yeah.
It's easy.
Yeah.
Their cameras, they literally probably their own checks that's written into
Yeah.
there, or their friends.
Oh, dummies.
But where do they spend the money?
I don't know. Hermes.
It's not even a good use of like newfound money.
I do not.
What would you do if you had an extra? Well, first, if you were to do it, how much money would you write yourself a check for?
Oh, gosh. I don't think I would do it because I'm such a scaredy cat. Like today, there was a cop behind me and I was like, is he going to pull me over? I didn't do anything.
So you wouldn't do it?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
But I mean, if I had to, like someone was like, do it or, I don't know, 20K.
I thought you were going to say $20 because you're like,
Might as well go big.
might as well. And what would you spend that money on?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think I would know either. We're such planners.
We're so boring.
We're so boring.
I would go get dessert.
Well,
Go
someone
to the spa.
$20,000 worth of spa is a lot of spa.
Just have like a day of like a yes day for myself.
And then feel guilty about it later because you spent all that money immediately. Yeah, this fraud thing is not for us.
No, apparently not. Okay, so I think I already mentioned to you that I've been watching old Sex and the City because I have no more Summer House to watch. So I just need something that I like to put on in the background, like when I'm at home, if I'm eating lunch or like I'm cleaning up. I just like to have something on, and there's no new show that I'm like, I feel committed to watching. So it's kind of nice just to watch old ones. But it's so crazy. I feel bad for our society today because, you know, with like all the AI filters, with all the kind of like cosmetic procedures available to people, you really see that people these days are so like fixed, like fixer-uppers. Like in Sex and the City, they didn't have super white teeth. You see their forehead wrinkles. Like actually, Samantha mentions Botox and getting Botox done. But I don't know if she actually, the actress did, because she has like forehead wrinkles.
Oh, interesting.
And and their hair isn't always like perfectly, you know, they have like just normal hair sometimes. And I'm like, that's how
it should
be. But with all the pressures of social media today and like how we see influencers and celebrities, you feel like that's normal. But like, it's not.
It's funny because all those things that you called out, I never even thought that.
Yeah. When we watched it, it was just normal.
And they were older than us too. I never thought like, oh, they don't look their age. They look way older. It just seemed normal. Like you said. I hate that for us.
I hate it for us too. And I almost feel like, you know how there's always like kind of a pendulum swing as like time goes on. So I feel like maybe in our kids' generation, when they're adults, there's going to be like a backlash against all that, and people will like go back to being like very granola and hippie, and I think that'd be healthier.
Yeah, and
just embrace
cheaper.
Like natural beauty.
Yes,
and
you are a pendulum swinging right now. I legit remember.
Like I want Botox, but not for my kids.
I legit remember saying something like that. You're like, no, give it to me.
You're right.
No,
I'm undecided.
We have to all do it together.
I'm in the middle.
As a generation.
Yes. Let's hold hands and have wrinkles.
Wear hats, put on some sunblock, and that's it.
Yeah.
We don't need to go to all the laser facials.
It's true. Should I cancel my laser facial? Well,
I thought you did.
Like laser facial, I put it on pause for the summer. But like, okay, laser facials to me is almost like any other facial. Like it's more a preventative, but it's not like...
Yeah, it's not like a cosmetic surgery that you are.
Yeah, I'm not putting.
It's not invasive in any way.
Yeah. Anyway,
I missed that time.
I'm enjoying rewatching it actually. You know how like when people said it didn't age well, and it definitely has like stuff that's out of touch with today, but I don't know, it's just like familiar characters.
Yeah.
And what's funny is they don't look that old to me now because I'm old. I remember when I was watching it, I was like, they are so old. Right now, I'm like, they're supposed to be younger than me.
Oh.
Like, I forget, season 5
Except
or something.
for Samantha,
like
right?
Yeah.
What season are you watching right now? Do you jump around or did you start from the beginning?
No, I just let it play. And then, I don't think I started from the beginning. Maybe season 4. And now I think I'm just starting season 6.
How many seasons are there? 6?
I'm not sure.
I don't know why, but I feel like I really like season 3.
Oh, maybe I should go back.
Like anytime I'm like, oh, I want to watch Sex and the City, I go to season 3.
I'm on the season where she's dating Berger. Who
he's
like,
so annoying.
Yeah, he's a dud.
He's a big dud. He's so into himself.
Actually, no offense to people with autism, I actually Googled, like, does Berger have autism?
Does
like
he?
The character. I don't think so. He's just a jerk. But like, because he seems a little like socially awkward and like, I don't know. It was just one scene where I was like, oh, are they trying to portray actually someone who's a little bit different?
Yeah.
But I think they were just trying to portray someone you shouldn't date.
Someone that was more into himself and a little insecure.
Yeah.
All right. Family wellness.
Yes.
What is this U.S. Surgeon
Have
General
you seen
advisory?
The U.S. Surgeon General put out an advisory because apparently like being a parent is making people super stressed.
What? Wait, so what is the advisory?
It's
Be careful of...
I'm not sure, but like that's what I was thinking. I was like, being a parent is like cigarettes. like the Surgeon General warning. Like, I guess they're just highlighting that it's an issue. That a huge percentage of parents are saying like they're super stressed or they're depressed or they're worried. And like, honestly, we're very lucky that we're not worried about like the financial aspect of parenting.
Or like the basics, right? Like food and
yeah,
shelter.
but there are a lot of parents struggling just to like figure out costs, like childcare costs, food. But I think it's ridiculous. Surgeon General tells us stuff like smoking is bad. Now is it saying parenting is bad for your health?
I think he also, I mean, it probably is not great.
Yeah.
But wasn't there also something around like the loneliness pandemic that the Surgeon General is also involved with?
I don't know.
I feel like that was a thing maybe during COVID as well, especially in males.
Yeah.
But that's interesting. I don't think I really know the role of a U.S. Surgeon General.
I don't know either, but it's just very weird to me that like, I guess like, okay, if that had happened before we had kids, the U.S. Surgeon General comes out and tells you like parenting is causing depression or anxiety or, like, would that change our course?
No, but I wonder if I don't know what
would it change anyone's course?
Or maybe it like could like help you get more resources to help fund for childcare by the government or more subsidies for creating a less stressful parenting environment.
Yeah.
Hopefully, if anything, that would be the benefit of this advisory.
More support from the government.
More support.
I think. But I just thought that was crazy.
How did you learn about that?
Of course, Instagram or TikTok. I don't know. I think it was Instagram this time, actually.
Okay, tell me what's been happening with you and your juicer.
Yes, so I'm actually proud to say I have used the juicer at least once or twice a week consistently.
Next time I come over, I want some juice.
I will make you juice, yes. So I wanted to tell you, I'm giving it to the girls just to try to get them some more. Obviously, it's not the fiber, but the nutrients and the vitamins from veggies, because I do give them veggies every meal, but they don't eat much of it. And same with even me and Victor. So I made one that they actually were very happy to drink. It was apple, carrot, and spinach. And you could put like a load of spinach and it really doesn't taste like much. It just makes it like a green-brown color, but they don't really mind the color. So that one they loved. Then this week I had a watermelon I had to use up. So I did watermelon, cucumber, because I bought the cucumbers from Costco, carrot, and spinach. And Charlie literally said to me, "Don't make this ever again." And it's true. I actually think maybe cucumber isn't the greatest thing to put in a juice because it leaves like this aftertaste. Like when you eat a cucumber, I feel like you don't feel like it has a strong taste, but it definitely alters.
Did you put a whole cucumber in?
I did.
Maybe that's too much cucumber.
Yeah. So I'm going to stick for the girls. As long as they're getting the spinach and the carrots, like I'm not going to complain, right? So I'm going to stick with the apple for them. The issue is I'm allergic to apples. So when I make that juice, I can't drink it.
Aww.
So I need to put in a different sweet like melon
pineapple.
Or something. But pineapple also makes my tongue, you know how it has like the
a little prickly.
Yeah, so
sensation.
I can't put too much pineapple either.
Mango?
I guess I could do mango.
Tropical
I
it up.
haven't tried mango. Yeah. Oranges are good. I put oranges. I feel like oranges or apples are a good base.
Good tip.
Yes, but I will make you some next time you come.
I can't wait. I need the one without cucumbers in it. Hopefully that'll make my skin glow because I need a facialist stat. Emily, I don't know. We were talking about like different pimples popping up on our face. Some of them are obviously hormonal around our chin, but I've gotten so many little bumps all around my face. Here, 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 here. And when I Google it, it was like, oh, something is not hygienic, or it's like you're sleeping on dirty things, or like your pores are clogged. Because I wash my face.
Yeah.
I double cleanse.
Yeah.
What more can a girl do? And I realized my kids are coming home for school. So gross. But they're outdoor clothes, and then they're crawling into my bed. Logan's like sitting his ass down on my pillow.
No.
I know.
Do not allow that.
Our friend Evelyn would like roll over now. She's like dead and rolling over and coming back to life. It is, I mean, Okay, I have like a big thing against outside clothes on your bed, especially inside your bed.
Yeah.
But since having kids, like I've let a lot of that go.
Yeah.
But watching them after school come into my bed.
You should just change them like right when they get home.
It's so hard to even like get
It
them
is hard.
to. Well, also they're just gonna get dirty again.
Will they?
They will.
From their meal, you mean?
Meal, and we go outside and play. And then like,
okay. We don't really go outside once we get home.
Logan falls like 3 times outside a day.
Same with Cassie. She's very stumbly. Like I kind of worry about her coordination or her balance.
Maybe later we'll worry more, but
Maybe.
I think it's okay for now.
Okay. I mean, she is getting older. I've been worried since she was just started walking, and she's been walking for a while.
She is more stable some other kids that I've seen, though.
Okay.
But I need a facialist. I need someone to like clear out all the pores.
Okay.
I need recommendations.
You should go in Hawaii.
Oh, but I mean, I don't need like a spa-like person. I just
okay.
need like somebody to get the job done. And I don't really know how to search
Look
for
for
that
that.
because they're all really super high end, or if they're low end, that even if they're good, they may not like do it in a great place.
They're
and so they have low
actually,
reviews.
I feel like there might be some Korean facialists now that you're in the South Bay in Santa Clara. So you should find one.
Emily, that is a fantastic idea.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
You are dropping knowledge all day. I need to chat with you more. That's a great idea.
You do need to chat with me more. I'm so lonely.
But the point is, Korean facialist, thank you for letting me know.
Yes. And then if you find a good one, tell me.
I will. And then we can go together.
Okay. It's funny that you kind of brought up pillows because I really feel that I've reached a new stage in my aging process because one morning, Victor and I both woke up and I was like, oh man, like my neck kind of hurts, my head kind of hurts. And he was like, yeah, my neck hurts too.
Oh no.
And we realized that our pillows got switched.
Oh.
His and mine. And that little change is enough to like give us aches and pains.
That's so strange. Wait, what kind of pillow do you have and what kind of pillow does he have?
His is just a little firmer than mine. And they're both like pretty low profile. Neither of us likes like puffy pillows, but I need mine to be like really soft where I feel like your head just kind of like sinks into it. But we didn't notice because I think it was when the cleaners came and I asked them to change our bedding out. And so they just like put new pillowcases and probably just like threw it on the bed. And yeah,
that little minor change.
I'm at that age.
You're a princess.
What? I'm a princess.
Like the P, right? That P story.
I'm a princess.
What is it? Memory foam?
No, it's just a regular pillow. I think I actually bought it because someone recommended it on Instagram. An influencer. It's just from Amazon.
The theme is Instagram highly influences.
Yes, it does. I need to get off of that. But okay, they actually influence some good stuff.
They do.
It is a good pillow for me. And one of the influencers, she was like, we love these pillows so much. We're those crazy people that travel with our own pillows. Like they bring them to hotels and stuff.
Tell us what magic pillow this is.
I don't know. I'll link it to our Amazon storefront because I have to go look.
Okay. I'm curious too because...
And they're not crazy expensive or anything, but to me, they're just nice.
When you go to a hotel, do you feel neck pain from different types of pillows?
Sometimes, yes. But I always try to find like the flattest one out of the bunch that they throw onto the bed.
They always put the flatter one in front, right?
Do
like
they?
There are 4 pillows.
I don't know.
Okay, sometimes I'm in my head about this, Emily, because I think they do, and like the firmer one or the softer one's in the front and the firmer one is in the back. But then sometimes they're so close in firmness. I'm like, is this the same fucking pillow? And I get really confused.
Well, someone who knows the hotel secrets, let us know. Okay.
Oh, okay. Let's go to random.
Yes.
Emily and I have been chatting about investment properties.
Yes.
We need to chat about like, what is our next step?
We need probably like
more research,
a real estate agent or something.
You think so?
I don't know.
I don't know if we need a real estate agent.
Like if we want to go into a market outside of California, don't you think it would be helpful to have someone who knows the area a little bit better?
Yeah.
You're not convinced?
I'm not super convinced. like if you were just going straight to a condo building, you know, like there would be a property manager. I feel like you and I would do enough research.
I guess like, yeah, that's true. But I don't know, just to know what are the type of people who usually live in this area? What is the turnover? How are the schools? I don't know. There's just things we don't know from not being locals.
Okay, fair. Fair.
But yes, we should talk about it. I think it's our Project 2025.
Ew. Wrong naming. Well, I put on here as a forcing function for us to talk about it. But if any listeners out there are also thinking of the same thing, give us some tips.
Let's form a side chat.
Yeah, let's form a side chat. We'll start a Slack channel.
Yeah, I think that we should definitely set aside some time to move this forward in terms of like narrowing down where and figuring out next steps.
Like in California, outside of California. That would make a big difference. Or like even if it's in California, is it like within driving distance close to us? Or does it not matter? It could be in Central Valley.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know either.
Gilroy.
Gilroy would be great, actually, because it's super close to us.
Yeah.
We can go to Gilroy Garden.
I've never been.
Oh, highly recommend.
I want to go.
You should go.
It's just like far from San Mateo.
Make a pit stop in Saratoga.
Okay, will do.
Okay, the birthday rule in health insurance.
What is that?
I hope I get this right, but if you have, this is something I learned about recently. If you have two parents living in the same home, but you're not married, the kid, and you both have insurance, the kid has to be covered under the parent with the first birthday of the year.
What?
Even if the second parent has better insurance,
really?
And you want them to be covered on that
Why
insurance.
is that even not your choice?
I don't know.
Only applies if you're not married or if you're married too?
It definitely applies when you're not married and living under the same roof, I believe. But I'm not quite sure of what all the other caveats are. But that was something that I heard someone talk about in their specific situation. And I was like, what?
Yeah.
The effing inefficient, like,
and it makes
backwards.
No sense that would have to be like something you can't choose.
Yeah, I think that is the default, and maybe there are ways to work around it because she did say that she was able to, like, after jumping through lots and lots of hoops and like a lot of red tape, get to what they wanted. But that is such a strange default if both, like, it shouldn't be that hard.
Yeah.
Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Like, if both parents have insurance and they tell you exactly like who
they
should
choose.
be covering.
Yeah.
It boggles my mind, American healthcare system.
Don't make sense.
Yeah, things that don't make sense, that have like some really niche outlier
who decided
origin.
That? Healthcare. It's up there on our hit list.
Way up there.
Internet.
I don't know who I hate more. Oh, wow. I'm like surprised I remember that. I think I put that on the...
Yeah, that's a lot of knowledge.
All right. Tell me about Australia.
Okay. So apparently Australia, actually, I feel bad. I don't know if this passed or it's like something that's up for a bill or something in Australia. I think it passed.
You don't have to feel bad.
But basically, they have this right to disconnect, and it's trying to help protect workers. Like, they don't have to feel obligated to check their email after work or be online and available to their bosses at any given time. So they're like making it a formal like protection or law that they have a right to disconnect. And I think that's so healthy.
But are there any consequences to that?
I guess that should be it. Like, you can't be like fired or, you know, they can't say you're having poor performance. Yeah. I'm sure there are exceptions, like people who are on call or something. But I do think based on how stuff has progressed, even from like since we graduated college, like people are so much more like nonstop connected to work. Like before I stopped working, people would Slack at all hours of the day. And it didn't matter. You would, even if they're like, you don't have to respond, like you kind of feel like you have to respond.
And you're getting that notification.
Yeah,
even if you turn it
bothering
off,
you,
yeah,
right?
You
and
still
you
see that number.
It's there waiting for you.
Yeah. I hate that feeling.
I do think it makes sense to have some sort of like policy, even if it's not the U.S. government mandated. Like, can companies do it, you know? for the well-being of their employees.
I'm very cynical. It's all about the shareholders, Emily, in America. I'm very cynical that something like that could ever work here. Yeah. And I thought something funny that our friend said was, she was like, I want a technical shutdown where it's like absolutely impossible. Like Slack just goes off the grid from like this time to this time.
That happened. I remember Slack wasn't working once.
And was it the most glorious day ever for you?
Yeah, it's kind of fun when it's like, well, sorry, I can't do anything. My email's not working. Or nope, well, we have no more internet at the office. That happened once.
At the job I was at right after B school, I remember like my laptop was broken and IT had it. And there's like literally nothing for me to do. Everything I do is on my laptop. And my skip level boss was like, oh, read these reports. I was like, dude, just let me go home. And it was like reports that were outdated and
just to give you stuff to do.
I finished it within an hour or two.
Lame.
And I was just kind of twiddling my thumbs. I was like, all right, I guess this is FaceTime.
You really have nothing to do if you have your laptop.
Yeah, there were like no loaner laptops back then either. And I think even now, even like more so, like nobody has printed reports anymore to read.
Yeah. Although, okay, Victor does still stuff. He prints some stuff out and brings it home. And I was like, oh, you printed that out?
Well, because he's like reviewing slides, right?
Like writing stuff down.
Yeah. Okay. I think Australia's always trended in the right direction,
Australia seems to have a better, I don't know, I've never been, but they seem to prioritize health and like balance based on what little I know about them. And I just feel like they all look like tan and healthy.
Skin cancer is a big problem there, but
Oh.
But I do agree with you because remember I did a couple months there in Australia for my job, and people really truly disconnect. And I think it really works because the entire country, the whole culture is that way. It's not like company specific. It's just the way people operate and what they prioritize.
It's so true. Like, we should keep that in mind, that so much of it is just outside pressure. You should just pretend. Let's just pretend we're Australian living in America and don't be bound by the ways.
Oh, damn corporate shareholders.
Okay, my last thing. We went to Starbucks over the weekend because sometimes we go have breakfast at Starbucks.
I like that.
They request it. Cassie,
the girls.
Cassie likes what she calls Starbucks eggs. And it's like those, I don't even know
the
what
sous
the
vide ones?
Yeah, the sous vide egg bites. And she always goes like, Starbuck egg.
What?
She can't say her S's, so it's Starbucks. Oh. But while we were there were like 4 older white gentlemen sitting together. Like one of them had a newspaper, and I just overheard them. And one of them was like, "Oh, Ellen DeGeneres is getting a divorce," and then they like started having a little like discussion about it. And I was like, they are no ordinary friendship in real life.
Oh,
how cute that they got together and they just talk about stuff like that, which you don't really expect men to talk about.
That is adorable. And also, Ellen DeGeneres is getting a divorce.
I don't know if it's true. That's what he said. Maybe it was a rumor, or if like, I don't know.
Yeah.
And then one was like, I always liked her. Like,
oh, how old were they?
I'm really bad at guessing, but 70s.
That's really
60s,
cute.
70s.
That's really cute.
But yeah, it was like, that's really cute because you also don't really see guys like get together that much.
Especially on their own. They always need like their wives as their trainer.
Yeah. So good for you, strangers.
I do think they get together like on the golf course.
Right.
Maybe,
I feel like it's more like sport
activity based.
Yeah.
Yeah. They wouldn't just sit around with a cup of coffee.
They got together at Starbucks.
Wait, why is that though? Because I feel like I have people come over for like, I mean, not right now, but like for tea or for like you and I could just like sit on the couch and chat.
Yeah.
I don't think guys do that.
I don't know.
Like
they
they're
go out
watching
for drinks,
they're,
right?
They're watching a game or they're like, yeah, I guess so. Go to a bar to watch a game.
Go play golf.
It's activity based.
I don't know. Probably just because their dads didn't do it. Like they have no role models that do it.
Well, these guys changing generations.
Yes.
That's so cute.
All right. Well, hopefully we've entertained you for 30 minutes.
If not, well, next
leave a
week.
review. Just put 5 stars and leave a bad review.
All right. We'll talk to you. Oh, no.
You won't talk to us, but we'll talk to you next week.
Bye.
Bye.